from the studio. Morning painting session today. I'm going to paint. Definitely, I'm going to paint. And I also want to say that I do have something in mind for the paintings that I've been thinking about yesterday. And I also changed camera, changed the phone, as I wanted to make sure. Okay, I can hear myself. So I'm testing the microphone. I had this microphone with me for a while now, but the thing is that I was not really able to um, um, use it on the other phone. And I do prefer the other phone because it's a better camera, but this one is also not that bad. So I'm hoping that now when I go here to this part of the studio and make a noise and talk, that you can still hear me. So that's the main purpose of it. This morning was not that cold in Dallas. It was 70 when I was driving here, and it's getting warm, and I think it's gonna be warm today. So it's good to be here early morning before it gets hot again. So in afternoon, I have a couple other things I need to take care of, so I won't be here, but then I'll come back around 4 or 5 p.m. for a couple more hours before I go back to home. So this morning I want to focus on those paintings that you see here, and the one that you see below me. I have some idea for them. I thought about it yesterday for a long time, and I'm hoping that something creative will come up on those canvases today. Let me get my coffee. I have been hearing some noises in my car, not noises, but like the battery in the last couple of days was a little bit at that choking moment, and I went to check the battery this morning, and the battery was 5 years old, and it was about to change. So I'm glad I did that before I woke up one morning, got into the car, and then I was not able to start the engine. That wouldn't be good. But luckily, I was able to change it today. So I got a little bit later to studio. I also went to wash the car because the car wash that I use is on the way to AutoZone where I was changing the battery. So it was a perfect timing to also wash the car, give a fresh look to the car, and play with it. So anyway, let's go back to the painting. I'm going to be streaming for maybe another 30 minutes, I would say. I'm going to focus on these paintings here. I gave a little bit of a thought to those small pieces yesterday. Um, there are parts which I really like in those small paintings, but then, as I said, they appear right to me. But when I put them separately, they don't really appear to be finished. I don't know how to finish them. I've been struggling with those 5 pieces. So I'm going to be a little bit patient with those pieces. In order for me to focus on those paintings here, I'm going to move those pieces on the side so that I can hang them and start painting. You know, I have so many unfinished paintings after the residency, and truly, it's not that I haven't been painting, but I do have a hard time going back to those paintings and working on them, and I don't like this feeling of it. I don't like this uncertainty of uh, what next for this painting, when it's gonna be appearing like it's done, or what can I do about it. It's just it's not something I strive for in terms of let's see, I think I can hang it here, in terms of a painting session, you know. I want things to go smoothly, but we all know that it doesn't work that way, right? So again, I have to just be patient with myself, and then at the same time, I have to be ready to make it work. So I'm going to hang this one here. I have some idea. I think I need to hang them really close to each other in order to do that. So I might have to put some screws here in order to make it work. So let me see what I can do. I might actually take some of those here out. So just this one here. You know, I usually don't use a level. I just kind of do it with an eye, thinking that that I can do it straight. And sometimes I'm good with it, and sometimes it just doesn't appear, doesn't look right. Oh, but this one should be okay. It seems that I have a pretty good light in this studio. I'm happy to have those windows here. My previous studio that I had in Mesquite, here in Dallas County, I guess Mesquite is like one of the towns that belongs to Dallas County, I guess. And that place, it was so-called flex. So that means that it means that place had office space, which was kind of big like this one here. It was big, and then almost like a half of the studio that was just only office, and then I had a warehouse, which was like a double of this space. I don't know. I'm just kind of thinking that I had a pretty good space there, but it was a warehouse, so I had only gate that I often kept open, and more and more time I spent there, I was trying to make it look good and comfortable to work. I had like a AC unit that I had to stack in there. You didn't have like a central AC, so that was a little bit of an issue for me, because it's summers here are extremely hot, like hot, and it doesn't make it easy to work. Therefore, I had to like try to cool it some other time. And again, when I went there in the morning, it was great because I had a lot of shade, like I'm having here. But then in afternoon, it was so hot, and the gate was metal, so I was observing all that heat as well. And raising the temperature in the studio. It was so uncomfortable that I couldn't really work in the afternoon. So between like 1:30 p.m. and 7 p.m. done. The like painting was almost impossible, like really truly impossible, because it was so hot there. So I had to take that breaks, whether I want them or not. So I used to try to work on something else in the afternoon, and then go back to the studio after 7 or 6 p.m. And then paint again till midnight, because it was cooling down and my AC was catching up. So I'm really happy to have this space here, because even if it's hot outside, um, I still have a central AC, so it's fine. Anyway, I didn't want this to be a talk about air conditioner. I'm going to place this camera here so you can see the studio and the painting better. I think that this is gonna be good. I hope you can still hear me. Let me see. I'll probably be able to hear myself here. I think that this is gonna be good. I hope you can still hear me. Yeah, it's working well. So yeah, I'm going to move this palette a little bit closer and put this thing back. Maybe a little bit too close. I'll put this back. Sometimes I'm good with cleaning things straight after the use, and sometimes I accumulate a lot of things on the table, and then it's sitting there for a month, things that I don't touch for a month or don't use, and then until finally I need the space again, and then I clean, and then I have to spend like a couple hours, well, maybe, well, sometimes an hour or two just to clean, you know, put things away in the right place. So, when I sell enough paintings, I'm going to get an assistant just to help me keep things clean, you know. Even brushes, I tend to put brushes either in turpentine or some type of what's it called, like a soap, a liquid soap that you know, prevent the brushes from drying while they are in the sink. So that's also very important for the painting, I guess, you know, after the sessions. So my idea for this painting today is to connect those three pieces and maybe make it into one painting with a really large stroke coming across. And I think I'm going to do similar color to what I have, so it's not going to stand out at first. And then I will decide what other details I want to bring to the painting. I'm sorry, I need to clean that palette because I have a lot of dry paint here that I've been working around while painting, because I was also too focused on getting to the painting rather than cleaning the palette. But I need a little bit more surface today to get that painting going. So maybe while I'm doing this, let me put the camera here so you can see it better, like this, so you can see what I do. So I'm going to clean it. I need the gloves, I know that I've been using some gloves, but I think I need to get new ones. You know, I have so many tables and all kinds of oh, there it is, and all kinds of cards in the studio. I have two cards, one for paints, one for brushes, and other tools. And in one of them, I also keep like a gesso and some paper, some things that I need. But I'm also start being convinced that maybe I have too much of it. Maybe I should build up some shelves on the side here and then stock some brushes here, and then if I do three more here, I can put paint here, so it could be like easily accessible, perhaps. I don't know. This one is good because I can also pull it here and then just like move them around, search for the paint that I need, and that kind of does a job, you know. It's good. So I don't know. Maybe for now, I'll think about it, just because I don't want to get into doing something again that takes time and doesn't really make me productive. Like, I am busy doing maybe things that in a long term, well, in the short time, maybe they appear to be like they important or they matter because they may be helping with the flow of the work, but in the long run, they're not really super important, and therefore it's better just to focus on things that actually matter, which is in this case actually painting. And by saying that, again, it goes back to that dirty palette that I've been using. So when the color kind of dried on the palette, I just stick new paint on top of it instead of cleaning it, just because I thought that I'm saving time by not getting into the clean. You know, I've been talking maybe for the last 5 minutes and I'm still cleaning the palette, basically. So that's what I'm talking about. It's just that efficiency of the day, because really the day goes really fast. Because I have to leave studio oftentimes around 5 p.m. Except Tuesdays and Thursdays and Fridays. Except those 2 days, I have a little bit more flexibility because I don't have to pick up my daughter from school. Usually, my wife does it. But on Wednesday, I have to leave early, for example. But anyway, so when I leave at around 5, it kind of becomes like a 9 to 5 job for me. You know, I come here by 8, you know, do things and then go home. And then I go home and I'm sometimes thinking like, oh, wow, I worked the entire day, but I don't feel like I accomplished much, you know? I'm just checking if I still hear myself because I don't see the microphone, and I don't know. Um, I don't know. I haven't charged the battery. I just pull it out and then start recording. So I can't really tell if I need a battery or not, charge the battery or not. And I have another microphone in case if this one will die. I don't know what I'm going to do. I hope I'm not going to miss that moment. We'll see. Anyway, what color do I want? I know I want some a little bit of a mix of blue and green. So I'm going to maybe do maybe not even blue, maybe a cobalt violet, and then green. I have the green that I wanted to use, which was, I think, this one here. The one. I think that's the one. It? Yes. So, oh, that was something. There was a couple weeks ago a local Dallas artist who passed away, and I got his wife passed some art materials for me to the studio. So I got some oil paints and mediums that he has been using, and some of them I don't know. This one is like a Utrecht sap green, for example, that comes from him. So I'm going to use that paint today on the canvas. This is kind of dark already. So another thing I want to do is blast some light in the studio. Let me see if that's gonna affect the video. Probably not. Let's see. Allow me a sip of coffee. That's my favorite drink for the day. I do like to drink coffee. I drink about 5-6 cups a day, and I stop around 4-5 p.m. That's the last moment and time when I intake the coffee, just because I don't want to go to bed later feeling caffeinated. I'm looking for white. I'm looking for white paint. I know I have one here, but that's not the one I'm looking for. So let me bring this one here. I wonder if I have like a white. Been using white. I don't. So that's the card I've been talking about. I don't know if you can see. I put the camera here. Sorry, it's gonna be that way. I don't have like what's it called? It's the gray. It's a gray color. That could be good too. So maybe these two things. So that's the card I was talking about earlier. I have it in the studio, and it's very practical because I can move around, and it can go with me anywhere where I paint and prepare the canvas. But at the same time, it takes a space in the studio. No doubts about it. It takes a lot of space. So I usually try to be very careful how I utilize that space in the studio. Just because, let's see, can I access chat here? I don't see anything on the chat. I don't see anyone watching. Oh, no, there is a one person watching, which is great. One person, wow. All I wanted to say that, yeah, it takes quite a bit of space and energy to make those things in the studio happen, So I have this green here now. I think it needs to be cold. I need some blue. No, this one is not gonna work. Need a different blue. I can't paint until 12 today because I have to focus on some other important things in the studio. But I wanted to just be consistent with myself and the painting. Therefore, I decided to do this as a first thing in the morning, so that I can feel like I accomplished something going home later, and I don't have to feel like I didn't really fulfill my important part of the day, which is which is painting. So, so all I want to say is just basically, it's great to be busy. It's great to it's great to do a lot of things, but at the end, I'm a painter, and if I don't do painting, that's not good. That's that doesn't really sound like I was, in a sense, productive. Even if I was, even if I did a lot, even if I managed to create something and also managed to create something in office, like I do kind of an office job for the studio. Because let's be honest, studio has a lot of administration things that needs to be addressed during the day, and that require a lot of attention too. So it's never easy. I'm mixing now the green sap and Prussian blue, and I'm going to add some cold wax to give that expand feel for the paint. And I'm mixing that with linseed oil that is in half and half in proportion with balsamic turpentine. So I can have that fluidity of the paint that I need, and that's why it's important also to wear gloves, because as you can see, I don't know where this paint came from suddenly, but instead of being on my skin directly, at least I feel like I saved something, some sort of toxins getting into um, my body, my nerve system. I've heard a lot of stories about the oil painters who painted so much and so heavily with spaces that don't have a good filtration, air filtration, and at the end they end up having some sort of health issues, and that prevented them from um, using oils or painting in oils. So I have to be careful too, because I like oils. Yeah. So the idea for this mark is just going across the canvas. I think it has to start from this side and finish here. I'm not sure exactly how am I going to do that. think that I have a brief idea. I'm going to use the cardboard. I'll use the cardboard, I'll apply the paint, and then once I do that, I think I'm going to finish the live stream, and then I'm going to move to my Polish channel, where I also have been streaming for the last couple of days, because I want to introduce my work to a Polish audience, because I'm Polish. At the end, I was born in Poland. You know, my name is Bartosz Beda, not John Smith. So therefore, I want to have that connection, even a small or little connection, but still a connection with the Polish audience. So it's important for me that I somehow, some way, find a way to address that, right? So don't worry, it's just the mark. The beauty of the oil painting is that when the layers dry, I can always paint on top of it, so I don't have to really worry about how ideal it looks or appear right now. I think that that's not really important. But I also have to say that this cardboard didn't really justify exactly what I wanted to do. So I have a squeegee here. Let's see if that will do a better job or not. Yeah, actually that's a little bit better. So like this. Then I cover like a 90% of the painting. And then I'm going to scrape now the paint across again. And I can reveal the things that I did underneath. So let's see if I can get into the same thing again here. So like this. Do you want to see closer what I'm doing? Let me move the camera closer maybe. Let's see. Somewhere up here. I apologize for that shaking moments of the camera. I guess that's the only way I can do it. So I'm trying my best. Okay. Well, I gotta say I'm almost done with this live stream. So I'm going to see you again tomorrow. I just want to get that paint out now so that I can see things coming through the layer. I can hear myself talking. Sorry, I'm not talking right now because it's very important moment in the history of painting. Just need to get those things done first. So I don't know if I'm happy with the result, but I think that I made some decisions to move forward with the piece, and I think that it's happening. So I'm going to work on it, start bringing some layers that needs attention now, some details, some color, some form, and I think that gave me open up a conversation in the painting, broke that I feel that I was not happy about in the painting. So we'll see. It looks like I can remove quite a bit of that paint, which I'm going to do, because that will open up a little bit more better connection with what I see below, but maybe this one is not that good. This one might be better. So yeah, that's better. I think I'm gonna be happy with that at the end. So yeah, I think that that's the effect I've been looking for. So a little bit more satisfying, I guess. Okay, well, I'm going to finish here the video. I'm going to connect with you tomorrow again so that I can focus on my Polish channel now, do a video there, and then also focus on the painting on that Polish channel. And then I have to finish the session today. I can't paint till 12. I have some other important things I need to take care of today. But it was important to get that painting going. That's why I'm here with you. That's why you're listening to me talking and seeing me performing a painting, live streaming. What a world we live in. You can open your phone, start a live stream, and possibly some people will see it. Some people will be able to view it. Isn't it crazy? You know, like when I was growing up, that was unheard of. Like computers? Yeah, the computers were like for government, you know, or internet. What's internet? You know, now if I want to, I can call my mom and say like, hey, I'm in 30 minutes. I'll be streaming. Do you want to watch me painting? And if she say every time, she say like, sure, son, I'm going to watch you painting. Oh, all right. Okay. I think I feel good about the painting session that I started today. I'm going to finish it right now with you guys. I'll see you tomorrow, and please subscribe to my channel. Make sure you like the video so that I can get some likes on my video. And thanks for watching. Actually, it's been fun. So, see you tomorrow.